Hi, this is Leigh Ambergy, stampwithleigh.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mentor, Ohio, and thank you for stopping by today. I appreciate it that you take the time out of your schedule to watch my videos. I hope that you can learn something, you can see something new or different. Yeah, just to stamp and have fun and enjoy. So this is the card I'm going to be showcasing today. It was made with lots of things. First of all, this text behind the stamp is from the Elements of Text stamp set that is online. My greeting is from the Layering Leaves, and this is currently on the last chance listing, which means it's going to be gone. Also, these leaves here coordinate with the bow punch. That is also, I believe, on the last chance listing. So grab them while they're still there, because once they're gone, they're gone. I have used for the butterflies the Beautiful Butterflies dies. This also coordinates with the stamp set. I really wanted to use one of the greetings from the stamp set, but wouldn't fit. I did not plan well. Did not plan well with that. So I pulled out a greeting from the Layering Leaves. This dies stamp set, and there's a hybrid embossing folder also. This is currently in the mini catalog, current mini catalog. It is a bundle, but like I said, it is not showing up in the new catalog. It is not on the last chance list, which leads me to believe it will be moved over to an online exclusive. Maybe, I'm not really sure, but if I'm not seeing it in the new catalog coming out in May, if it's not being carried over, if it's not on the last chance list, at least not right now, it's not, there's a possibility it will be on an online exclusive. And again, at a later date, it could always be added to the last chance list. It's still a learning curve here. And then on the butterflies, I have used the Earth Tone Shimmer, and I believe these are in the mini catalog. But again, these I believe are on the last chance list. So, you know, head it out. I've got links where you can go and check all this out. If you're watching this from my YouTube channel, in the description box, there is a link you can copy and paste that would take you to my blog. My blog is stampwithleigh.com. It will take you directly to this blog post, and there is a list of all of the material used, and then it will show you. I will also have links in the blog post on where you can look for the last chance listing for that, and it will also give you all of the dimensions that I have used for this card. So let's get started. Okay, and this card, it was at a recent class. This is the inside. I had them stamp the butterfly onto Pretty in Peach, Peach Pie, Pretty in Peach, Peach Pie and Lemon Lime Twist, and punch them out. For something a little different, I have already, and that's the die for that, I stamped these and then colored with, I either did Pretty in Peach or Pumpkin Pie and Lemon Lime Twist. I'm not really sure right now, because the only blend I have is Lemon Lime Twist for on the inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a mat, and I'm just going to go ahead and stamp my butterfly for the inside. And I stamped that in the lower left corner. I think this one I'm going to stamp in the lower right. Well, his body didn't come out too well, but you know, let's turn it over and try. I don't know what. Let's try it again. Maybe just give it a little bit extra extra rub there in the center. Butterfly body, better. Okay, I will be using this, but I want to do my other stamping first. All right, so I'm going to set that aside because I know I want to use my blends on that. This is my front piece, and I need to stamp this all along the side. Oh my gosh, every time I've got to go around and start cleaning edges off my stamp pads because I've got ink all over me. If you've ever noticed that you get like a ridge from when you cut your cardstock, if you take your bone folder and run it on that line, it kind of helps push it down. I don't know if you can tell on the video or not, but yeah. All right, so I've got my greeting. This does go kind of in, okay, it does go top to bottom. It's yeah, it might look a little funky if you don't manage to get the wording the right way. I do not want this whole stamp on the whole thing, so I did stamp just a little bit of it off. As you can tell, I'm not really there we go, and that's all I wanted. That out of the way. I'm going to stamp my hello now, and hopefully I can pick and open this stamp pad without getting ink on me, but just in case, I'm just gonna wipe my hands. Oh. All right, matte back in because I want to stamp my hello. Photopolymer, so sometimes you need that extra cushion with a foam mat. You don't with the red rubber. The red rubber already has like cushioning, that foam cushion. Yes. The photopolymer do not have that, and sometimes you just need that extra little give. Okay, there we go. Got my greeting. Perfect. All right, I've already stamped and colored those with, like I said, my blends. But I do need to cut out the little cutouts on the top, and that is Lemon Lolly. This die cut gives you 2 of the cutouts, what I'm going to call the cutout butterflies. So I can do 2 of those at one time. So I've got my mini Stamp and Cut Emboss off to the side. So I'm going to run that through. And I do that every single time when I have something that's got a cutout. I never remember to bring and keep a brush over here. And I keep saying I'm going to do that. And then I do a video and I need the brush and I'm like, oh crap. Forgot. I probably should, just in the course of the video, get up and go get one and bring it over and keep it here. All right, we've got one more butterfly to cut out. Looks like it kind of shifted. It did. Let me get that back on the cardstock. Can't seem to pick that up. I've got a sweatshirt on because I was kind of hoping it would be nice. Oh, kind of hoping that April weather in Northeast Ohio would be nice. We're currently like in the 40s right now, and it was just a little chilly. Of course, I put on a short sleeve shirt. Eternal optimistic person that I am. Yeah, I had to grab a sweatshirt to put on because my wear around the house woolly mammoth sweater, it's very lightweight, but it's just a fuzzy fuzzy sweater, just enough. That's in the wash. So just grabbed a sweatshirt, and now I'm constantly pulling the sleeves up. All right, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and color this real quick. And like I said, I'm just using the lemon lime twist blend. And I'm just using the light. I'm not really concerned with this for the shading. I just want color. Could use a sponge dauber to also add color, but that's all that I want. Okay, now we're going to build my card. That's my inside panel. This is my front panel. My card base is basic black, 5.5 by 8.5. I'm just folding that in the center. I'm going to score. I'm going to crease with the bone folder. And then now I'm just going to layer my cardstock. That is all I'm going to do. And I'm using a dot tape runner. Sometimes I use my liquid glue. I will be using that for the butterflies. Adhesive to me is a personal preference. Everybody's different. Everybody always seems to have their favorite. My advice is, if you find something that you're very comfortable with and it works for you, then that's what you use. Yeah. Stampin' Up! Has adhesive. It's just not what I'm used to, and it's just not what I prefer to use. All right, so I'm just putting my little butterfly body here. While I'm gluing the rest, I'm just going to put a clear block on that to help just add some pressure for that while it's drying. The block. And then I got one more. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and put the inside in while I'm letting those continue to sit there. Put some glue on that. Okay, so now we're gonna add our butterflies. I guess I could use my tape runner for this, but I didn't. Oh, and I probably want those blocks back. So let me put that one there. I'm going to put my green in the center. This is our Tombow, our liquid. I know this poor bottle looks terrible with all this dried glue on it. But that is our, what I call the green glue. I just have it in a fine tip. I just have it in a fine tip container. I'm doing very small, precise areas, applying adhesive. Works wonders. Okay, I am done with the adhesive. And now on this card at class, these, like I said, are the Earth Tone Shimmer Gems. And they are copper clay, very vanilla, garden green, Copper Clay, Crumb Cake, Garden Green, and Very Vanilla. We used Crumb Cake, the Crumb Cake ones on that one. So on this one, we're going to use the, I'm going to put the Very Vanilla because that's what I have left. I could go through my stash to see if I have anything that's lemon lime green or peach pie or pumpkin pie, but I'm not doing it. This is what I'm going to use. And what I did on all of these was I started with a large one at the top and then added two small ones. This is not. Oh, now I get two on top of each other. My piercer is not working. So let's see if we can see if this one. Yeah, I'm struggling today with my embellishments here. All right, let's go back with this. You watching me to struggle to pick up to pick this up is worse than watching paint dry on the wall. And right at the end, look what happens. They all decide to cooperate. Isn't that the way it goes? So yeah, so this is the one, like I said, they did in class, which they just stamped on the cardstock. This I stamped onto the basic white and then colored with blends and die cut. And you know what? They're both beautiful cards. I mean, who wouldn't love to open up their mailbox and, you know, find a card in there that someone had made and sent to them? Just a little note saying, hey, hello, thinking of you, hope everything's going well. But yeah, so again, like I said, if you like this greeting with the layering leaves, I honestly did not use the leaves that much. I did use the splatter, but I loved the font and I love the greetings on the stamp set. So again, this is in the last chance listing. It's only there for as long as it's there. So if you've been eyeballing this, or you're like, wow, those are great greetings, grab it while you can. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you in your creative journey. So again, thanks for stopping by. Have a great day. Bye.